Hey pop rockers, Paul, Andrea and Tom will be with you shortly, but in the meantime, why don't you subscribe and follow us? It's the easiest way you can help us promote local Australian bands to the world. Don't forget you can send messages in the chat if you have a question or want to get involved, get typing. I am sure you are going to enjoy tonight's live stream, so sit back and enjoy the show. Rock on!
There's no audio. Hey, hello, Paul. Can you hear me? We still can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Jen. Hey, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
We've just got a slight technical issue, so we'll just wait for it for one moment because our Lord and Master Paul has cut himself off somehow. So
How's that?
we'll have to get him
Oh, there you
back.
go.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh my goodness! Well, that really buggered up the whole intro.
you said a lot of really important looking things. We just couldn't hear them.
I know. I was saying hi, how you going, and I'm pretty sure the intro, the video at the intro probably didn't even have audio.
The video
It
intro
did.
Yeah, but I don't think it went out. I don't think it went out because it was muted. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. Do you mind if I do it
Do it.
again?
Introduce us again.
By all
Yeah.
means.
I'll do it again. Here we go.
Hey pop rockers, Paul, Andrea and Tom will be with you shortly, but in the meantime, why don't you subscribe and follow us? It's the easiest way you can help us promote local Australian bands to the world. Don't forget you can send messages in the chat if you have a question or want to get involved, get typing. I am sure you are going to enjoy tonight's live stream, so sit back and enjoy the show. Rock on!
Oh, there you go. We're back. Anyway, the intro finally worked. We finally got the audio set up. Anyway, here's Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hey, how you going? Well to see you.
Yeah. How crazy is that? We were sitting there practicing it, working it all out. We had all the technology in the world.
Oh, honestly, we've been online for hours ironing this out, and then we press go and nothing happens. It's the usual way of things.
It'll be all right on the night. Now we're going to be stressed for time with our scheduling and things, but never mind.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
We've already seen our special guest, so I'll bring in Tom, and then we can bring in Jenna. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Paul.
How's that for an intro for a start?
I know it's popping off.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Yep. Well, we're
You
live
were
on.
speechless.
Yeah, well, we're live on YouTube. Yeah, I was speechless, wasn't I? Yeah. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook.
Mhm.
So, like I said, anyone leaving messages, want to chat, just put them in the messages, and I will get the messages on the screen, and I can bring them up for people to on the monitor on the screen so people can see it. So, Andrea, we better not waste any more time. Do you want to introduce your guest? And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, tonight we're really pleased to have Jenna Hardy, who fronts the local grunge pop band Unicorn, who have just released a brand new single, sounds spectacular, and are just about to launch it on the 15th of August, which is not too far away. So,
Cool.
Jenna, we're really pleased you could join us for a chat. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's exciting times. New song
Yeah.
out.
So are you feeling wonderful tonight, perhaps?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful tonight. So one more wonderful than Eric Clapton, hey?
Yeah, that's it.
So new single, Wonderful, Wonderful, which I just clumsily alluded to, and you saved the day by stepping in and actually naming it properly.
Can't help myself.
Sorry?
I can't help myself.
No. I knew it had two wonderfuls, but congratulations. It's a real banger. As with a lot of Unicorn songs, it sounds a lot like something to me that is great because it sounds like Unicorn, but there are influences out there that I can never quite sort of pick apart. In my mind, I was thinking Sonic Youth for a little while, and I'm not sure why, because this is way more tuneful than anything Sonic Youth ever produced. But there is that element of chaos in Unicorn's music, and Wonderful, Wonderful is no exception. So, what are your thoughts on the new song?
Look, it was written on a very wet and wintry night on the piano that you can see right there. I love, the dramatic kind of, big chords and big sound and all that type of stuff. So that's certainly what I sort of try and, that I guess that's what excites me when I'm writing music. And then, listen to a lot of music in that sort of grunge era. There's, Radiohead, Muse influences, Queens of the Stone Age. I know Sarah and I both have like very similar music tastes. When we start talking about music, we're like, oh yeah, did you hear that one? Did you hear that one? So, both of us definitely have very similar music tastes. And then Jack and Lockie, bring in their own influences as well. But, it's always like you start with a song on an acoustic guitar and then it becomes this sort of wonderful, wonderful creation.
Wonderful, wonderful indeed. And you just mentioned Sarah. There's been a change in lineup since we last spoke because Ellis decamped to Melbourne. And so you do have, I'm going to say a new bass player, but only new to Unicorn because Sarah is probably one of Perth's most revered and admired musicians. So do you want to have a chat a bit about how you actually got up the courage to ask her to join and how that's influencing both the recorded as well as the live sound and the songwriting? Because I'm sure Sarah doesn't add more than Ellis did, but it's different, right?
Yeah, every musician has their own style, really, don't they? So I think I've alluded to this with you before, but asking someone to play in a band is a little bit like asking them to go on a first date. It's like, hey, do you want to hang out? So I actually saw that New Talk was finishing up and, we were looking for a new bass player. So I hit Sarah up and you always want someone to be like, yes, I want to join, like straight away. Like that is what you want. And that's what we got with Sarah. She was in. So that's always exciting. She was super keen and got on board. We still had Ellis playing a couple of shows with us, so we were able to do like a really nice transition between bass players where Ellis was able to share all the songs that they'd written. And then, fairly seamless transition. The whole band is in a different lineup from when we started back in 2021, but I feel like the essence of the music and I guess what we're trying to create has remained the same. So, if you listen to some of the songs that were with, Doug and Jess and Ellis compared to what we've got with Lockie, Jack and Sarah, they're still Unicorn songs. They are a little bit different, but definitely still got that unicornness to them.
Well, because there is that one constant, and that's you, right? So,
yeah.
While textures do change with changes in personnel, it's clear that there is that defining thread that runs through Unicorn, both as an artist on, you know, streaming and digital and recorded music, as well as on the live sound.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like from the conversations we've had that you'd say it's my band, but there's obviously, you know, clearly something about you that defines Unicorn. What would you say about that?
Well, I guess it's certainly my vision. The songs are written in this music room usually, with guitar and all that sort of stuff. But I also do like I like the feeling of having a band and everyone's contributing and everyone's, you know, got their own ideas. So when I do bring a song to the band, I don't generally have many ideas in terms of how each instrument will be written. I do occasionally have like a guitar melody for Jack, and I get a little bit stuck on that. Sometimes I'm like, we have to try this. And generally when he does, I'm like, yep, it's in, I love it. So, you know, everyone brings their own sort of creativity to the song, and there's songs that we, you know, rework and all that type of stuff. So it's certainly a band in that sense. But yeah, I guess I'm sort of the driving force in terms of, you know, writing the songs and doing the artwork and being, I guess, the main sort of driver of the band. You always need one.
Well, you do, one or two. Probably more than two is too many, but you never know. You could be the Beatles one day and all contribute fairly equally. Who knows? You said you create a lot of your, or if not all of your music in the very room you're sitting in now. You've got some amazing objects accompanying you. Would you like to maybe talk us through one or two of the companions you have in the room with you?
So I think, you know, life wouldn't be complete without Doris, who is which way? Oh, that way, that way. There we go. There she is. Opposites day. Doris has been in a lot of the music videos. So the last music video we filmed, which was Twisted in the City, we carted Doris around all day and realised that she probably needed a name. So someone came up with Doris, and you know, she's here to stay. She comes to all our gigs, and yeah, it's just, you know, a nice little what is it, a cheerleader? What are they called? You know,
Mascot.
Yeah, mascot. That's the word.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
sparkles and stuff. So we've got brand new merch coming out this week. We just did the grand opening yesterday, and so it's exciting to have, you know, some new things for people to buy, I guess, look and touch and feel.
Beautiful. One more question before we take you into the very safe hands of Tom and his AI questions, which you will love, I'm sure. The launch for Wonderful Wonderful is on the 15th at Bar 459, and you've got No Escape supporting as well. So I don't think you need to talk up the support too much, but you know, tell us what you're going for with the show and the lineup, and what people might be able to.
So 459, you know, great little bar. No Escape is like a punk cabaret type rock and roll show. So they certainly are, you know, put on a performance. And then we've also got Grub, which, you know, mischievous rock and roll really to, you know, stamp rock into the evening. And of course, Unicorn. So, it should be a really great night. New merch, like I've said. We want to sell it out. It's only 100 capacity. So, like, help us make history for Unicorn and have our first sellout show would be awesome.
Jenna, with that sort of lineup and with Unicorn headlining, and I know I've seen you guys a number of times now, and you put on a great show, like fantastic. You should be able to sell out a venue like that 10 times over easily. I don't know what happens with Perth and, you know, dark winter nights, but, you know, people need to leave their homes a bit more and go see some local live music, and you could not do better. than Unicorn. And, you know, the lineup you have, Grub and No Escape, It's going to be a huge night. So, yeah, you should sell it out, definitely.
Yeah,
You
we're
deserve to.
we're certainly looking forward to it. I think it should be great, and it's a great bar too. So
It is.
have
It
some
is.
fun, rock and roll.
Talking about rock and
Yeah.
roll, I've got a couple of questions for you, Jenna. And I've got
yeah.
I've got the AI ones coming up in a second, but these two are. I was reading an article earlier on today, and people used to confuse unicorn and yourself with the alternate meaning to the word.
Yeah.
Do you still get hit on at gigs, like you mentioned in the article, where people think the word unicorn means something other than what you intended?
Look, it hasn't happened for a little while, but I am well prepared with a response as required. But yeah, it has happened a couple of times, which was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, nah, sorry. Mate.
How did you come up with the name unicorn? What was the
Oh, look, I just love sparkles and fairies and the magical beast that is unicorn.
Yeah.
My old drummer Jess, June, and I were just, spitballing as you do all the different band name possibilities that I just like end up obsessing over and writing a list of 400. Got to unicorn, and I was like, why not? Let's do it. And you can, the costumery that you can do. We've got like that wig over there that you can see. I've dressed up as a unicorn before, get sparkles and rainbows, and like it lends itself to a lot of fabulous creativity and artwork as well. So not so easy to find on Google though, which is a bit of a problem.
Hence the unicorn.music.wa if anyone's looking for it. Yeah. But the last question, last year, did you open for Jebediah at the Retrobuy?
Yeah, we did. That was part of Wham Fest for their the Bearings tour. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we were there. We saw you there. We did a review of for Jebediah. I don't know if we were there in time to catch all your show, but yeah, that's the first time I saw you guys.
Yeah, we were pumped. That was a great show. We had Jebediah, and then a couple of weeks later, Def FX. I was like, how did this happen that I'm supporting all these bands I watched when I was 20?
Yeah, well, because I took my daughter to the show, and she loved you guys. She thought it was great.
Yeah, awesome. So, that's so good to hear.
Yeah, Tom, did you have any questions?
Yeah. So with Wonderful, it's described as a pirate sort of ballad, well, not ballad, pirate sort of song. Can you sort of explain the pirate meaning behind it?
I guess I mentioned it before. When I wrote it, it was a really wet day. And then when I brought it to the band, I sort of was describing the fact that it was, rainy and wet and all that sort of stuff. And Ellis was the bass player at the time. And he was, started doing this bass line that sort of made you feel like you're on a boat. And particularly the bridge, the middle sort of section of the song, I sort of feel like I'm on a boat and, you've had a few whiskeys or whatever. It just feels like a piratey kind of song. It's got that drum beat as well, I think. So just I feel like it lends itself to that kind of watery, boaty type scenario. Every time I play it, especially when I play it live, I'm like, yeah, let's get ready to get on the boat, everyone. I guess when you're marketing your music, you need a kind of hook. I'm like, well, I think it's a pirate song, so let's go with that. And
Why
then
not?
The photo shoot, because of that sort of water thing, there's a line in the song, "Drowning in You." So came up with the concept of doing an underwater photo shoot with one of our creative team, JP Hore. So he was like, yeah, let's do it. We went down to the Frio pools, with all the kids swimming around, jumped in and took 800 photos. And I felt like I was underwater for the next 3 days because I didn't realize how hard it was to look serene underwater.
Well,
So
the
maybe
cover looks the cover looks absolutely fantastic. Way better than Nirvana's Water
Oh, yeah.
cover. there's no baby in sight.
No.
So I noticed when listening to you sing earlier today, you sounded very much like PJ Harvey from the
Oh, yeah.
90s. Very influenced by that, as you said earlier with Andrea. Who are some of your current influences at the moment, past or present?
Current influences. Ooh, put me on the spot. I am the type of person that listens a little bit obsessively to music. So I went pretty hard on Mannequin Pussy recently, as well as Pale Hound. And another one is called Torres, Torres. They're all, big American bands. In terms of the local scene, look, I haven't been out recently for a little while. I went and saw Little Birdie last week, and that was amazing. But yeah, like some of the bands that we've got coming on tour with us, Art of Dysfunction, Mage, Dan Howes, whole bunch of amazing artists as well. So put me on the spot, and but there's some of the newer artists that I've been listening to.
Well, if you think Tom just put you on the spot, wait till you find out what AI's put you in for.
Uh-oh.
So I got online earlier on and I typed into Copilot, which is, everyone knows what Copilot is. And I said, I need 10 random quirky questions to ask Jenna Hardy from the West Australian indie band Unicorn. I should have put grunge band, not indie band, but for a get to know segment. No topic is off limits. And it come back with, here are 10 quirky offbeat questions tailored for Jenna Hardy from the West Australian indie band Unicorn. Perfect for a get to know segment that's as playful and unexpected as her grunge pop cabaret vibe. That's what, yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You can back out. You can back out now, and you can pass on any of these questions. All right. And if you're at home, you can play along. Okay. Question 1: if your music were a cocktail, what would it be in? What would be in it, and what would it be called?
If it was a cocktail, it'd be called Fantasia.
Fantasia. Yep.
And of course, it would have all the amazing colours of the rainbow, like blue curacao, Midori. What are some other ones? Strawberry daiquiri type one. We'd have the layers, the rainbow layers.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It would be called Fantasia, and it would take you to Fantasia.
Cool. What's the weirdest thing you've ever written a lyric about, even if it didn't make the final cut?
AI. Putting me on the spot.
Yeah, these are the easy ones.
The weirdest thing I've ever written about.
Yeah, written a lyric about. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a full song; it could just be a line or.
No, I'll tell you the worst.
Yeah.
Was the first song I ever wrote, which was about a boy, and it was like, I want to have coffee with you. So it was about caffeine addiction, but
yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know.
They could have given Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso a run for her money. Okay, you're stranded on a. I always get these two words mixed up: desert and dessert. You're stranded on a desert island with one bandmate and one musical instrument. Who and what do you choose, and why?
One bandmate.
Yep, one instrument.
Oh, look, I'd probably go for Lockie for the laughs.
Yeah.
And can I be really... Or maybe what about a Korg? Let's go a synthesizer.
Yeah.
And up my skills on that instrument that I'd like to learn a little bit more about.
Cool. If you could swap lives with any fictional character for one day, who would it be and what would you do?
A fictional character?
Yeah.
Oh, these are really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, who?
You can pass if you like, Jenna.
Well, what about going to Oz?
Yeah. Yep.
From the Return to Oz and looking at all the heads. Do you guys know that movie?
No.
Yep.
Going and visiting Princess Mombi.
Okay. Sounds good.
And trying on all the heads.
What's your go-to karaoke song when you want to impress no one and confuse everyone?
I did a karaoke song the other day, and it was pretty fun. It was one of those Grease ones.
Yeah. The whole mega mix.
Yeah. And it brought the whole crowd in. So that one, I'll do that one again.
Yeah. Have you ever?
Boy, crazy for me. That one.
All right. Well, Summer Lovin', is that Summer Lovin'?
Yeah, maybe I'll mix that one.
Yeah. Have you ever had a dream that inspired a song or a nightmare that turned into a banger?
No, but I have had a few nightmares about being on stage and, you know, like naked and you don't know the songs and you're like, oh my God, this is it. So I've had a few horror dreams, I think, in preparation for gigs, you know.
Yep.
The pre-gig horror.
Cool. If Unicorn had a mascot besides, well, a unicorn, what would it be and what would it wear?
Well, it would be Doris because we have one, and she would wear those little
down there
lip covers.
Yeah. Little tassels and a unicorn.
And some flowers around her hair.
Yep. All right. What's this? I didn't really... Oh, this one's a bit... What's your most irrational fear and has it ever crept into your songwriting?
Oh, irrational fear?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say... this is I don't know if I want to go this close to the bone.
You know, you don't have... You can pass if you want. There's...
Well, I am scared of cockroaches and I've never sung a song like La Cucaracha.
Yep. If you could travel to any concert in history, which one would you crash and what would you wear?
I would go to Rock in Rio when Silverchair played because they're one of my favourite bands. What would I wear?
Yeah.
I would just wear the coolest rock get-up that I could find. Just, you know, comfortable stuff so that I could rock out.
Yeah. Final question, courtesy of Co-Pilot. What's your personal spirals moment, the time you felt most gloriously, terrifyingly out of control in the name of love or art?
Look, I think the most excited I ever was in the name of art was when my first band ever played in, which was called The Government, won a free trip to Sydney to play in the Garage TV semi-finals at the Gaelic Club. I was about, 25, and I think I actually almost fell off my chair. I was so excited, like outrageously excited. And that was a great moment.
Cool. Well, that's the 10 out of 10 questions. What we're going to do now is quickly pass over to Tom. He's going to run through the gig guide and some gigs he's got promoting coming up, and then we'll be back. Here you go, Tom.
All right, we got Parabellum, who is a Perth metalcore band, and they are going to be debuting their latest single, From Darkness to Light, at the Milk Bar on this Saturday in August. Well, yeah, of course it's August, Tom. Great. Then for nationals, we have Brisbane metalheads Dissect, who are going to be embarking on a 10-day tour later this month starting on the 21st of August at the Amplifier in Perth and finishing up at the Brisbane Brown Bear Lodge in Brisbane. And lastly, for an international act, we have 90s legends Everclear, who are famous for Santa Monica and Father of Mine, who announced that they will be touring Australia next year.
Oh, wicked. Everclear. I thought that... I didn't know they were still going. I thought they would have broken up ages ago.
No, they are
really
fabulous. I talked to Art last time they came, and they played some cracking shows. I mean, he's got another band around him that is Everclear, not the original band, and they are hot.
Yeah, cool. Well, I've got the quiz up ready for you guys if you want to do the quiz next.
Yeah. Is your glory, Jenna? If you win, you get to come back and defend your title sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So there's 30 questions. You've got to call your name out to answer the question. Yeah, I thought we'd go with, because we're talking to Jenna from Unicorn, the first lot of questions are obviously got to be unicorns and mythical magic questions. Ready? So call your name out. What does the word unicorn literally mean?
Jenna,
Jenna?
isn't it like a one-horned horse?
Yep, one horn, correct. It's just one horn. Which real animal is often mistaken for a unicorn in legends? Oh, this has got everyone stumped.
I don't know that one.
Tom,
Yeah, go Tom.
a white horse.
No, it's narwhal, or Narwhal.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Which part of the UK has the unicorn as its national animal?
Jenna,
Andrea,
I think Jenna got in.
Scotland.
Correct.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
Good job I didn't.
What is a baby unicorn called in some fantasy lore? Jenna?
Sparkle.
No, unicornlet.
Oh, well, I've heard it's a sparkle.
Sparkle, Sparkle.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that we overrule whoever gave you that answer and say Sparkle, because
Yeah.
I would have said Sparkle.
Yeah, I've marked it down as correct. So,
All right.
which explorer claimed to see unicorns but actually saw rhinos? Which explorer claimed to see unicorns but actually saw rhinos?
Andrea,
I'm tapping
Andrea?
out.
Cecil Rhodes.
No. Marco Polo.
Marco Polo. Okay, fair enough.
What magical property is unicorn horn said to have? What magical property is unicorn horn said to have?
Tom,
Yeah, Tom?
healing powers.
Correct.
Thank
Correct.
you, Harry Potter.
Yeah. In heraldry, what is the unicorn's traditional enemy?
Andrea,
Andrea?
the lion.
Correct. Correct. Which pop star is
job.
known for wearing a unicorn onesie?
Andrea,
Yep.
Jenna Hardy.
No.
Oh, oh,
It's true, though.
Yeah.
true, but I
Do
think
you-
I wouldn't be right.
Well, is that true? Do you wear a unicorn onesie?
I have.
You've been-
I have been known to wear a onesie.
Well, you're in line with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
Okay, question 9. No. What are unicorn horns said to be made of? Ooh, this is a hard one.
Tom,
Tom?
Yeah.
ivory.
No.
Oh,
That'll be its tusks. No. Alicorn.
Alicorn.
Yeah, I don't know. This is yeah,
that sounds like corn you get in an alley.
yeah, probably yeah. Which mythical creature is often paired with unicorns in stories?
Fairies. Jenna, fairies.
No. Anyone else want to have a shot? Not fairies.
Tom,
Tom?
Prince Charming.
No, not Prince Charming. Andrea, it's all up to you. No.
Is it pixies? No.
Dragons.
Oh,
Really?
never seen.
Yeah.
it.
Yep. All right.
Really?
Section 2, we're going indie Australian music. 10 questions. Which Perth-based psychedelic project released Let It Happen?
Andrea,
Pond?
Pond.
No.
Tom,
Okay.
Tom?
the psychedelic porn crumpets.
Nope. Jenna?
I don't know. I'm going to say Tame Impala, but I don't know.
You got it correct, Tame Impala.
Oh,
Who sang Avant Gardner and is known for deadpan delivery?
Andrea,
Courtney
Barnett.
Yep.
That's
I forgot-
got some of the best in that song.
I forgot to give you the score update at the end of round 1. This is not including round 2. So Andrea was on 1, Tom was on 1, and Jenna on 3. But we're into section 2 now, so the scores are different. Which band released Big Smoke and hails from Melbourne?
Don't know.
No. I think we had some of these questions last week, or similar to it. Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever.
Yeah, and we had the Courtney Barnett one last week as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Which indie duo is known for soulful tracks like I Get Up?
Indie duo.
Mm.
Angus and Julia Stone.
No.
The Veronicas.
No.
No.
The Waves?
No, the Teskey Brothers.
Oh.
Which artist released Reservoir as her debut album?
Okay, it's a she.
Andrea.
Yes, Andrea?
The Higgins.
No.
No.
Nope. Gordy.
Oh.
Gordy.
Yeah. Don't know.
Okay.
Which band's name sounds like a fruit but isn't one?
I don't know.
The Jungle Giants. Who fronts the band Ocean Alley?
No.
Anyone?
Nah.
Oh, this is a hard quiz this week. Baden Donegal.
Oh, okay.
I've never I asked for an easy quiz and gave me a. Which indie band won Triple J Unearth High in 2021?
No.
The Ryans.
Never heard of them.
No. Well, Tom should. He's a musical genius here. Which Melbourne band released "Please Me" with the Linda Linders? Which Melbourne band released "Please Me" with the Linda Linders? No one. Teen Jesus and the Gene Teasers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, we listen to them every week. Which we don't get them in WA. They're over in Melbourne. So, which artist's real name is Cecilia Pavey, or Celia Pavey, or Pavey? Her last name, last of her stage name is a colour. No. Vera Blue.
Wow.
So after round
Go for
2,
the easy ones next time.
Andrea's on 2, Tom's on 1, and Jenna's on 4. I think this is the lowest score we've ever had, and I haven't had to cheat yet.
No.
The final section, here we go, the final section, Australian pop and rock, 10 questions. You've got to get ready to yelling because these are really dead easy songs or questions. Which band released Thunderstruck in 1990?
Jenna.
Oh.
Jenna?
AC/DC.
Correct.
Right.
Who sang You're the Voice?
Jenna.
Jenna?
John Farnham.
Yep, correct. Which band had a hit with Beds Are Burning?
Tom.
Andrea.
Tom?
Midnight Oil.
Yep. Which artist released Can't Get You Out of My Head?
Oh, Andrea.
Andrea?
Kylie Minogue.
Correct. Which group had a hit with Untouched?
Tom.
Tom?
Veronica's.
Correct.
Veronica's.
Yeah, we've had that question 2 weeks in a row, which is really annoying. Which Aussie singer won Australian Idol in 2003? This is
Jenna.
We know
Jenna?
too.
Guy Sebastian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which band released Tomorrow in 1994?
Jenna.
Yep.
Silverchair.
Correct. Which song was the Kid Leroy's first US Billboard #1?
Ooh.
Tom.
Tom?
Stay with Justin Bieber.
Correct. Which artist released Physical topping Billboard for 10 weeks?
Andrea.
Andrea?
Olivia Newton-John.
Correct. The final question, which is just worth 1 point. Which band released What You Need from Listen Like Thieves?
Oh, Andrea.
Andrea?
In Excess.
Correct. So I'm just going to tally up the points. And Jenna, you win. You get to come back and defend your title at some stage. With Jenna was on 8, Andrea on 5, and Tom on 4 points. I'm gonna have to.
That was a hard quiz. That was
I know.
a Tom Gleeson.
I know. I've got to get onto AI and say, look, can you make them a little bit easier, and stop repeating questions too, because it repeated some.
We have to make ourselves look good, like we actually know something about music. And tonight, I think we.
I know. So Jenna, yeah. So Jenna, what's coming up for you guys?
So after the single launch, we're heading down to Bunbury and Albany on the 5th and 6th of September with Art of Dysfunction and the Cherries Band in Bunbury, and then Chris Nelson at 6 Degrees in Albany. We're putting on a Halloween show at the Bird on the 1st of November, which is pretty exciting. We're going to have Unicorn Presents Spookfest.
Nice.
And then we've got another single to come out in 2026, early 26. So, plenty to look forward to.
Are you working towards an album or an EP? Is it just going to be single releases for now?
Look, in the current financial market, I think we're going to continue with single releases for now. Until I win the lotto, we're going to keep doing single releases. It's fun. You get to celebrate the song. And after the next release, we'll have seven singles. So, we'll be able to do a singles album soon enough.
Yeah.
Greatest hits.
Yeah, I'm just going to get a little bit political for a bit. Do you think that there's enough venues for local indie bands around WA? Do you think, because last year we went through a stage where places were closing down. How do you reckon do you think has it affected you guys?
Oh, I think it's definitely the toughest it's been in a long time, I think. The venues, I think people need to get to gigs. Like, the way to make it better is for more people to come to shows and support local artists. I think people don't realise how important each and every one that does come down is an important part of the night. So I think that, the venues, more venues or smaller venues. I know that they're doing that, big thing with the arts precinct, but definitely supporting smaller artists and emerging artists and helping them to grow would be the best way to do it. Like, and giving the sort of, bands like Unicorn the opportunities to do that next sort of level up. So it's, it's hard work unless you know the right people. It's certainly, it's a difficult industry, but like I said, the people coming down is what makes all the difference. So, if you're unsure whether to come to a show or not, the answer is come to the show, buy the T-shirt. Yeah,
because like I said, we saw you when you were with opening for Jebediah, and it was great. It was a great sound. It was a nice, tight band. Everyone got along. Like, it was really worth everyone's effort to go down there and check out the show, especially your shows coming up, which I'm pretty sure Tom will get into the gig guide. Before I forget, everyone's QR codes on the screens. Mine goes to Pop Rock Radio. Tom goes to the gig guide. Andrea's goes to Around the Sound, where I believe there's a few articles that you've done and reviews on Unicorn, Andrea. And Jenna, your QR code goes to your Linktree account. So there's on your Linktree account, there is a list of places where you can listen, watch, watch, interview with Jenna from the Rock Pit, our friends over at the Rock Pit. There's an interview there. I'm pretty sure I saw an interview there.
There's a couple with Around the Sound.
Read Around the Sound. There's one from there's two there from the Around the Sound. And there's
You know what, Jenna, I'm just looking at what you've got on your LinkedIn, Unicorn's LinkedIn, and one of the first things we said is, what's a baby unicorn called? And we confirmed it's a sparkle, right? So
Yep. So Bandcamp, heaps of merch on Bandcamp.
We just got our new merch literally this week, so I haven't had the time to put it up yet. But we've definitely started seeing people come to Bandcamp and buy some of our tunes, so that's really exciting, I think.
Yeah.
We've made more money streaming our songs on Bandcamp in the last week than we have ever before. So I guess, understanding the importance of like supporting bands that way as well is certainly, hopefully a new way that people are going to start to consume music,
Well, I
especially
reckon
from artists.
I've got to ask: is there a chance that you could ever bring out vinyl?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely keen to do that. I think, like you just asked, whether we're going to be doing
Yep.
singles or EPs. I think once we get sort of another couple of songs under our belt, we'll be pressing that vinyl.
Oh, wicked! Because I can't wait. Because I've been collecting vinyls from bands around Australia as we talk to them, and just recently it's been a bit slow. Like you said, it's a bit hard now that everyone's going through the financial cost of living crisis. But we've all got to make, best way is to get on the QR codes there, scan it, go to Bandcamp, buy a hat, buy a tea towel, buy a T-shirt, because that's the best way to support the local bands, and it's the only way we're going to get new music and good music too.
Yeah, I mean, we do it because we love it, but having that support just, I mean, it makes you feel good, and it's like means that we can do more of it. And, I think it's a symbiotic relationship where both the musician or the artist and the audience, get to connect and feel good for 40 minutes at least.
Yeah. Another thing is that when it comes to people like us doing, like we do with Pop Rock Radio, we do reviews and bits and pieces. I've said that we should change our tact a bit, and instead of doing a review of the show and then publishing that review after the show, do you think it would be better for our journalists, music journalists, and people that are starting their music websites and their journeys with the interviews and things? Do you think it would be much better to have a band come in before the show and release some music, or afterwards?
Well, I mean, we always release our song at least a couple of weeks before the show so that we can talk about the song and then also promote the show. I do think there is value in reviewing shows as well, because that's sort of adding to your portfolio for the next show or the next show or the next show. So I think, I think we need all of it. I'm definitely interested in reading about other artists, the reviews.
Yep.
I'm interested in hearing the excitement before a show. I think, that sort of content is very consumable and benefits everyone both ways. I like to see the photos from the show and hear about the songs and what song they did really well, or what song tanked.
Because I get emails all the time. I've had to ignore them for a bit. That I get emails. And I feel sorry for some of these artists, because they could be really good artists. I'm just getting hammered with song after song after song nowadays. With, can you have a listen? Can you play it? Can you do this? Can you do that? And it reminds me of the old, going back in the old days before streaming took over, where musicians are now going out and pounding the pavement and handing people, in this case emailing, saying, "Hey, can you listen to my song? Can you listen to my song?" And it's so, like, for us, there's only so much we can produce.
And I think, there's a benefit in, having the opportunity to have your music worldwide.
Yeah.
We've had people share it in the US and Canada, and that's super exciting. But I guess it's wondering what's going to help you stand out from the crowd. Like you said, you're getting like 20, 30, 40, 100 emails a day of media releases and new songs. And it's, and an exact science as well. It's like, throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. And but obviously it's a networking industry. It's about the people that you meet and the relationships that you build. But it's definitely it's definitely an interesting place to try and navigate.
Yeah, apart from Little Birdie last week, do you get out to see other shows yourself? Do you?
I do. I mostly go to local shows. That's where I'm. Mojo's, Clancy's have seen a lot of the sort of punk bands that have been coming out, Mood Punch, and I can't think of any of them off the top of my head, but there's a big sort of vibe going on at not Clancy's, the Buffalo Club in Fremantle. So heading down there a lot. Most of my friends are artists, so Clay Brown and the Trouble Round Town. I've mentioned Mage already. Triangle Fight, all those sorts of bands. So that's where I mostly do go out.
Yeah.
It's not dinner; it's go to a gig and watch a band or two, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Talk
great.
music, talk music all night. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. No, cool. Tom, Andrea, I think I've railroaded Andrea's chat.
Not at all. Jenna, so you mentioned, streaming giving you a potential worldwide audience. Do you still have big listener numbers in South America?
Brazil is one of the ones that comes up. So yeah, Brazil, Canada. It's really interesting, isn't it? Like, yeah, Europe certainly. So
Yeah,
I haven't.
I remember
Yeah,
a while ago when we talked, you were talking about your big listener numbers in Brazil, and I was trying to persuade you to decamp to South America and take on a different continent. So I just thought I'd ask about that because you mentioned Rock in Rio a while ago. So maybe you should get a grant application into whatever the public sector organisation is now that manages those grants. I know they've changed their name. And, get yourselves over there and get in amongst your listenership and play some gigs and go to Rock in Rio as well.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I know, Rat Salad just came back from a European tour, and there's a few others that are, a few other bands. So yeah, I need to get a few tips from the local crew and book a ticket and head on over and rock out.
Yeah. Do people share those sort of tips and how they actually got those opportunities fairly readily, or are they sort of things that they kind of keep a little bit guarded because, it's hard to actually get those opportunities in the first place? What are we like with sharing those sorts of things in the music community?
I think it's about the relationships you build. So I've certainly shared what I know with others, and others have shared with me, like the going rate for regional tours and what are the best venues to play at, all that type of stuff. Who are the people that you need to try and contact to get the shows? I found most people have been pretty open with that sort of stuff if you have the confidence to ask. So people aren't just going to tell you, but you need to say, hey, give me some tips, or what should I do? And people have been forthcoming when you sort of asked, the right questions, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. People do share, but it's not a secret. It's not closely guarded, but you need to be able to have the courage to ask. And it's like asking someone to join your band. There's a leap of faith in that, isn't there? Because there's a bit of fear about, asking the question and maybe getting rejected. But I don't think rejection's a legitimate fear in that context.
Yeah, I think, I would generally be asking for a reason. Like, I want to do a bunch of shows down south. Who's the best people to contact? And I did actually do that. I asked one of my friends, Bruna, and she was like, well, try this and try that and do this. And I tried it all, and then I got a show, and then I had done it. And so, the next time it's a little bit easier because you've started to build relationships, and, it does get easier as you get more experience, I guess, but it's still, that unknown entity of, which bit of the spaghetti should I throw at the wall next?
Well, maybe next time we see you online like this, there might be spaghetti on your wall, and you can show us what the roadmap looks like.
Remember the old ad? Oh, Mr. Hart.
Mr. Hart.
Remember Pro Art? He did that ad. He threw all the food on the floor and made a big. Oh, that's when I'm old.
No, I remember.
We all remember. It's okay.
or you'll have been to Brazil by the next time we talk, and you've got some carnival mask of Doris. Because I reckon, because I believe Brazil has a topless beach, so Doris would do wonders there.
Doris will be great there. She can
rock
do
on
her
out.
thing.
Yeah, you should set up
talking music.
Set up an Instagram page for her.
Yeah, no new fans.
Yeah, because when you were talking to Andrea about it and saying, I remember when I was DJing back in the day, and I used to have a bucket and the bucket had a wig and had clothes and everything, and it used to be my my anxiety chuck bucket. So before the show, I'd be in there, head in the bucket, dry reaching. I would never actually throw up. I'd be dry reaching it because I get the nerves so bad. And people used to kidnap the bucket and go dancing with it around the nightclubs and things. It's like whatever floats your boat. But
people have definitely tried to steal Doris. We've been like, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, she's mine.
Instagram page isn't such a crazy idea. Who is it? G Flip attracted an audience before they were, reliably writing, recording, and playing songs.
Yeah.
By through their page on, their drum techniques. And, that's part of what helped build their audience in the early days.
Tom does one with breakdancing.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
And that they existed back in the 90s, but the Flaming Lips, they also had a mascot whose name is very hard to pronounce, but it's like a little robot thing.
Yeah.
And if they had Instagram too, it probably would have blown up. So, as you were saying, Andrea, I think Doris on Instagram would be amazing, especially in today's social media climate where everything is memey or thirst trappy or what have you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our gift. That's our gift to you. If you don't get famous on, then nothing's going to help you. I don't.
Doris can't be sitting around just being a passenger. She's got to earn her keep.
She does, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Jenna,
it's back to Myers.
Yeah, it's Jenna. It's come to that time where we've got to start winding up and saying goodbye. It's going to be a sad one this one because we've had so much fun. So, thanks heaps for joining us. Yeah, no, thanks for joining us. Best of luck with the album, the single release.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me, and it's just great to be able to share a little bit about the band and all that sort of stuff. So I really appreciate being able to come on here and have a chat with you all.
No, thank you. Thanks, Andrea, for I'm always in trouble. I've gone back to my posh wares. Andrea.
In any way possible.
Yeah, thanks for bringing Jenna into the show, Andrea. It's been awesome.
Pleasure, and it's beautiful to see you and talk to you. I always enjoy our chats, and we shouldn't leave it so long between talks next time. You always say something interesting.
Yeah. Which is part of the family now, so she can come back anytime she needs.
You've got to come and defend your quiz title anyway, with maybe some answerable questions.
Yes.
Yeah. All righty. If everyone wants to hang around after the show, I'll just say the goodbye to everyone on the streams and close up, and then we can have a quick chat before we all head off. So thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, Jenna. We'll see you more next time.